if I'm too dark. So I'm not very near the window and there's not really a lot of light in here. Hello, my name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel, Megan Chown Vlogs, where I talk about fitness, travel and dogs. Today I am in the airport hotel near Toronto Airport because I start my flying home tomorrow. It's going to be like a long one because it was cheaper to buy a return from Newcastle to JFK than it was to buy a single. So I need to fly back to JFK and then JFK to Amsterdam, then Amsterdam to Newcastle. My flight from Toronto is at like 7:30 in the morning, so I need to be there at 4:30, and then I don't fly from JFK until 9:10 in the evening. So I'm just hoping that me and my baggage make it back to Newcastle on Monday afternoon. This video is going to be an unpack with me. I've done a couple of pack with me's and I find it really interesting to watch other people's as well, but I was going to do an unpack with me, so everything I have here is like what I'm flying home with, apart from a couple of bits. So I'm on the ground floor. There's people, like, you're placed in the window for like lighting, and there's people just like walking past, wondering what I'm up to. Never mind. Yeah, to see what I like actually used and any regrets that I had. So we'll start off with the baggage. It's all changed since I flew out, even down to the fanny pack. So we had the bag drama in San Diego. I bought another bag since then, not gonna lie. So this is the bag that I bought in San Diego. This guy here, which is coming back with me. I'm just attaching it to my other bag that I bought. So I bought another bag because essentially I wanted one on wheels, just because I was not having a good time with this one. I just couldn't use the space in it very well, and I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm just not vibing, and I'll be able to sell it when I get home because it's a really good brand. So the main like hold luggage bag that I have is this one. So this is an Osprey Fairview. So ladies is Fairview, boys is Farpoint. 65 with wheels. So if you turn it round, this bit unzips to bring out backpack straps, and then there's wheels on the bottom of it. Most of the time when I've been traveling, I've just used the wheels of it, but the backpack straps have been so useful, like if I'm in hostels where there's no lift and I have to use the stairs. Would highly recommend this bag. I'm actually planning to go hand luggage only for my next trip. We shall see how that goes. We shall see, because this boy's full. So, and this obviously isn't hand luggage size, but we're going to adapt, we're going to adapt. And then my hand luggage bag is this guy. So it's a North Face Borealis, which is like 30-ish litres. I got this from the MacArthur Glen outlet near Vancouver, just because the zips on my other bag were fine, but like I wasn't completely sure about them. So yeah, I got this guy because it was in the outlet store. So what are you gonna do? And the original bag that I came with is like inside the Gregory one that's gonna be strapped to this bag. And I've got like a massive flight bag to put them all in to go home. It's a bit of a palaver if I'm honest, but we move. And then the last bag is the fanny pack. This is also new. So this is a pack safe one. I'll go into more detail at a different time, but basically it's got like loads of like safety things on it, like it's slash proof, the zips go into each other, it's the RFID blocking thing so people can't copy your passport. I got this because it was cheaper in Canada than it was in the UK, and I wanted like a bit of a bigger fanny pack. I can get my camera in here, which is cool, and also just one that was safe. So I've been clipping my fanny pack to my bag, which is fine, but not when you haven't got the backpack and you've only got a fanny pack. So this guy is like slash proof around here, and it's like got a catching mechanism, not a buckle, so it's harder to steal. Water bottles, I started with this one. This one's a replacement. My other one started to leak, so it's got stickers on it, look. So those are my bags. I'm gonna go through them all. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the fanny pack. This fanny pack has 2 compartments. So in the front compartment I keep my phone, only it's over there because I've got a sofa in my hotel room. I've been sat over there on the sofa eating food, so my phone's over there. So inside the front bit I have a spork. So I bought a new spork because mine got lost in Kelowna in the Rockies, and these guys just like clip together and they're separate spoons and forks. I would highly recommend taking a spork when you go traveling because it's just so useful when you want to have wow, that was close, when you want to have nibbles on the go. Also, I apologize for my appearance. I've not washed my hair since Park Run because the subway, I had issues, I didn't have time, but I've like body washed, it's near enough. And then I've got like bits and bobs for my travel journal, like in the front pocket, just that I need to stick in my travel journal. I've got my Sharpie pen, 2 biros. I've seemed to have acquired a biro. Don't know how I've done that. Presto card, so when you're in Ontario in Canada, you need this to travel with. And then I've got like hair bobble, emergency knife that I'm going to use to spread some cheese spread on some bread with that I've got somewhere. Lip balm, still going strong because I've barely used it. And rape alarm. So I just have this like hanging out of my fanny pack, or if I'm in like a particularly ropey area, or if it's at night, I just like put it around my wrist ready to pull if needed. So the main bit, the zips like clip onto each other. The main bit of the fanny pack, a load of stuff in again, looks like that. So I have a mask in there that's just fallen out that I need to put in the wash. I have my little soap washing for like clothes washing. They're still in there just because I took them to the hostel laundry. They normally stay in my first aid kit because that's in the dry bag. Then it's got like an aphid blocking pocket that I've got my passport in. Purse. I always keep like random serviettes in here just in case I go to the toilet and there's no toilet paper, or if I make a mess. And then I've got my AirPods. So I always carried my AirPods in my fanny pack, which was really good because whenever I was on public transport, I could listen to stuff, or if there were any like audio guides in the places that I was going to. And then in the back bit, I've again just got more stuff to put in my travel journal. So I'm gonna be a busy boy at JFK tomorrow. That's the fanny pack. So then the backpack. So in like the very back bit here that's like against my back, I've got my laptop and my iPad. It's been absolutely fine traveling with them. So all of the hostels that I've been in have had lockers, and when I didn't have a locker, like when I was in a B&B in Ottawa, and quite a lot of the Airbnbs didn't have lockers, I just like padlocked it into my case and I didn't have any problems with it. I've got like padlocks on all of my zips if I'm carrying them anywhere, and I just always have it with me if I'm on public transport, like getting to and from like, you know, trains between cities and things like that. But otherwise I just left them in the hostel, people going past the room. And then also, I need to show you this actually, when we were in San Diego, I got a new like document holder thing. I just got me vibes from it. And I've also got my laptop stand in here as well. In the main bit of the bag I've got, so this is a dry bag, and in it I have like an American adapter with an iPhone charger, an iPad charger, and then I've also got my external hard drive and spare camera battery in here, and also my portable charger. So normally, this is just because I'm packed up for the airport, but normally when I go out, I would take my portable charger, iPhone cable, and a spare camera battery. Bag of snacks, yes. So this is a mixture of snacks from home and snacks I've picked up along the way. Very much will be coming in my hand luggage. Here I've got my travel journal pouch, so this has got stuff to stick in, and then the travel journal itself is in there. This is my pencil case, so I put this in just in this bag because I thought I was going to do travel journal stuff in the hostel this afternoon and I didn't. But it's got like scissors, glue stick, pen in here. I've got, this is my inflatable neck pillow. So I have barely used this, like it doesn't take up much space, but I have like really barely used it. I've got it in my hand luggage because my flight from JFK to Amsterdam is overnight and I might need this, but I feel like if I don't use it there, I might not bring it next time, especially if I'm going short haul, because it's just not really necessary. This is just like tampons and pads. Glasses that I used once, GoPro. This is a waterproof bag cover that was from my original bag, but this one didn't come with a waterproof cover, so I've kept this in here. And then I bought a new coat, which is great when you're traveling with limited space, but it really packs down, like super light. It's a puffer jacket. I've still got my Rat Race one in here, which I plan to sell when I get home because it's just a bit too bulky for traveling with. I apologise if the angle's changed slightly. I just had to change my battery, but I had it to hand, so it was fine. So in the very front bit of this bag, it's got like a zippy bit here, and I've got sunglasses, so it's really handy to keep in there, a packet of tissues, and also some chewing gum. I'm not really a chewing gum sort of person, but the Diet Coke and the Coke Zero here have a lot more sweeteners in than English ones, so you get like the sweetener tongue, you know. And then this pocket here, never kept padlocked up. I have a plastic bag, so I try and minimise the use of plastic. I had a green plastic bag that I picked up in Italy that I then took to Norway and came with me all through America, and then finally died the other day, so that's how much I use the plastic bags. If you've got like wet stuff that you need to... This is sun cream. So this is my third one of sun cream whilst I've been here. There's only a tiny bit left. I'm just gonna bin it here, but I just kept it in my bag to show that like this is where I keep it in my bag. I've like burnt minimally considering how pale I am. Ooh, can you see my tan? Okay, you can see where the watch has been. And then, so I wouldn't normally carry these around with me, but I have tea bags in here just because I was having cups of tea in the hostel before I left, so I took these out of my main bag. I have, in this dry bag, I have some DEET spray. So I used all the DEET spray that I brought with me because the Rockies are full of mosquitoes, and I got this one that is pretty much used up as well. In here, I have my first aid kit. So if you are traveling to North America and you are the kind of person that uses a lot of anti-bac wipes, bring them with you because they are a nightmare to find in packs of less than 100. Another thing that I would change is I would bring fabric plasters, because I had like the, I don't really know what to call them, you know, the waterproof ones. I've been really warm and I've literally sweated plasters off my legs. Fabric plasters stick better. And then I have like wet wipes and inhaler I have with me all the time. Oh, and a spare straw. So I was given a straw somewhere, they wouldn't take it back, so I've kept it as an emergency straw. So that is everything that is in my hand luggage. For flying back, I'm gonna unzip the like detachable day bag from the Gregory bag and have that as my personal item. This is my cabin baggage, because I just want to have as much stuff on me on the plane with me in case my bags go missing. Next we have the big bag. First of all, whew, I've got like streaks because of the curtain, but I don't want to like open the net curtain because there's people walking past, so we're just gonna have to move with what we got. It's got compression straps on the top, and then it's got like a zip here that I've been keeping this in. How cool is this? So this is a little waterproof bag that I picked up in Vancouver from an Asian shop. I use it to take my stuff to the shower with in hostels, so like towel, toiletry bag, clothes, because then I can put it on the floor or like hang it up and it doesn't get wet because it's waterproof. And then also there's like a little zippy bit at the top that you can access without going into your main bag. So in here I have this little purse that I put my jewellery in at night, just so it's in one place, and I've also got my iPad earphones in here because I watch YouTube before going to bed. I've got my little roll-up tote bag from Florence. Oh, I've got, this carefully wrapped up, which I need to put in my hand luggage, is the Statue of Liberty. Got her with me. I always put my pyjamas in here just because they're easy access, like when I'm getting ready at night. I've got my little sleep pouch, so I've got my eye mask. I bought a different eye mask when I was out here because the Decathlon one that I had wasn't good enough. It let light in here. So I've got one that like has like a little wire here, like not that sticks in you, but that you can mould around your nose, and it's just so much better and it's adjustable. And then I've got my earplugs in here. I've been very lucky and not had to use my earplugs any nights that I've slept in a hostel, which is beautiful, but they're there just in case. They're gonna go in my hand luggage for sleeping on the plane. And then I have my liquids bag in here. So I've got my deodorant, my inhaler, toothbrush and toothpaste, and anti-bac gel. So if I was like on the Moose Tour trip when we were just staying like one night in each place, I would keep this in here and just use this as my toiletry bag like in the morning. So after breakfast I could just brush my teeth and we'd go. And then in the main bag that's padlocked together because an hour and a half's worth of public transport with like 4 different changes to get to the hostel, to get to the hotel, because I don't want to spend money on a taxi when I'm on my own. It's got like zippy bits here which are really useful. So this bit I've got presents in. Everyone's got flat presents from Canada because they fit in this zippy bit, so I won't show those. In this bit I've got a document wallet with food bags in. So the food bags that I brought were quite bulky, whereas these are just like completely flat and you can pull them out, which is beautiful. And then also I've got my tea bags in here, so they're holding flat. I had some other tea bags somewhere and I don't know what I've done with those, so we shall move on. First of all, collapsible Tupperware. It just always went on like the top of my bag, so it folds flat and opens out, so it's in a box. Really, really useful for meal prep in hostels. In the last hostel I was in, I noticed there was a hole in it, so it's lasted well. I'm going to chuck it out here and leave it here. I hope it's no good if it's got a hole in, but this has been through a lot, so I'm definitely going to repurchase, although I think I've got one at home just a slightly bigger size, so I'm going to assess how big it is, but that needs to go in the bin pile. I brought a spare pair of sunglasses. I have not used these once. I would not buy another, like bring another spare pair of sunglasses, but that's what I did. Flip-flops, invaluable in hostels because you walk around in them so you don't have to put your trainers on, you can go in the shower with them. These aren't that comfy, these bits like dig into me, so I'm going to find some different ones for my next trip, but they were like, they served their purpose here. Staying on the shoe theme, Either side I have a pair of Birkenstocks that's like squashed. So these are the waterproof Birkenstocks. I walked about 16,000 steps in them the other day and they started to rub a little bit, but they've been really good. However, that is the shape that they are and they don't really fold flat. So it's an issue when you're limited on space. So for my next trip, I'm thinking of getting some Tevas just because they fold a bit flatter, but these have been really good and they're waterproof. This is just a bag of dry bags. So I put all of my packing cubes into dry bags before I go on an aeroplane in case they get stuck in a puddle. This is a waterproof jacket. Always take a waterproof jacket with you. It's a pack away one, opens out into a waterproof. I'm sorry about these lines on my arm, it's the curtain. I actually was only rained on like 3 days out of like the 53 I've been away. Definitely don't travel anywhere without this. My roll-up coat, on the other hand, I think I've worn twice. So we were advised to bring warm layers for the Rockies because it could get cold on a night. However, it was a heat wave when I was there. It was 31 degrees overnight, so this coat wasn't needed. I think I wore it for about half an hour in San Francisco. Look at the size of it. This is what I've been carrying around with me. This is my towel. So I've got the Dock and Bay sand-free towel and a head towel to go with it. They've both been absolutely fantastic. It is sand-free, you just like shake it once the sand comes off. And the microfiber hair towel has worked really well for me just because I have curly hair. It goes frizzy if I use a normal towel and it dries really quickly. Most of the hostels I've been in have provided towels, but it's really useful to have one like if you go to a lake, as I have done many times, or a beach. I took it on the beach yesterday in the Toronto Islands, so I would definitely always take a towel. Always microfiber, don't take a big boy one. In here, on my medications, so the things to keep me nice and healthy, I've probably taken them on like half the days, which isn't bad, could be better, but I'm glad I brought them. This in a dry bag is a can of maple syrup for one of my friends. This is my dirty washing bag. So in my packing video I was like, I have a dirty washing bag and also I have a packing cube because it's easier to get the dirty washing in there. I sent the washing bag home with Rhiannon and I've just been using a packing cube because it's so much easier, and then you just stick the packing cube in the wash as well. This is now my like random assortments of stuff bag. So I've got food bags in here, which I'm not going to take next time because I've got the flat one. Washing line, which is, oh man, there's a little girl like watching me film. She's like, what the hell is she doing? I'm just gonna wait until she goes past.
A few moments later.
Washing line, really, really useful. So most of my clothes can go in the dryer, but some can't. So it's just really useful to have a washing line. I've got a, oh, the parents are going past now. I've got a waterproof bag that folds up in here. So this is a 20-litre backpack and folds up to this, so really useful like when we went to Niagara Falls, things like that. I've got an abundance of face masks in here. I need to take one out for tomorrow because you still need to wear a face mask on Canadian flights. Definitely didn't need to bring as many face masks as I did. I've got a pair of goggles which I've worn on my head. Haven't gone underwater with them, but you know. I've got electrolyte tablets, which to be fair, when I bring Diurolite, I don't need to bring electrolyte tablets as well. That was excessive. And then I've also got a pack of cards, which I've used once when we were in Central Park, so I wouldn't bring those again. Then I have my toiletries bag, which I am going to go through in detail because I feel like it's useful to know what toiletries people are bringing. This is a different toiletries bag to what I flew out with. This is a lot smaller. It's from the Mountain Equipment Company in Canada, which is a very dangerous shop because it's just full of lovely things like backpacks and just like camping things, and I'm just here for it, you know. So deodorant, because you need deodorant, do you know what I mean? This one's really good. It's the Mitchum No White Marks one. I'm looking for the stick version of this, but I physically don't think it exists because the stick won't be classed as liquid. Tangle Teaser, which I came out with. The shampoo bar that I came out with ran out after like a month. I bought a new one from Trader Joe's and it was awful. It was sticky in my hair. So this one is Garnier. So when I go traveling, hopefully next summer, I'm going to do like long period of traveling again. I am actually going to take a spare shampoo bar with me because the Eco Warrior one that I have is just beautiful and I'm getting on board with it. I have moisturiser. I've clearly not used much of it. I'm going to take this back with me because it's a nice moisturiser. But the other day, maybe yesterday, the day before, in Lush, I picked this up, which is a body lotion bar. I'm hoping to take body lotion bars with me because then when I'm traveling hand luggage only, it's not a liquid. I've got my armpit razor that definitely needs replacing, like the whole thing needs replacing. It's a bit bougie to have like an armpit razor and a leg hair razor, but I really prefer using the Venus ones for my armpits and then the bladed ones for my legs. there's just hair all over this toiletry bag. This is my leave-in conditioner. It's in like a much smaller pot than I had it in before, just because I used it. I don't use as much as I think I do, so I'm just going to, next time I go away, put it in the naughty like travel thing. But yeah, really good. I'd still travel with leave-in conditioner. I have a tiny thing of toothpaste. I've just found it easier to buy small toothpaste as I went along these last like 3 weeks, maybe even 4 weeks. So I no longer have the face wash because it was making my face sting. So I just got some face wipes. To be honest, I'm not very good with skincare when I'm away. I got these 3 weeks ago. There were 7 wipes. I think there's still 4 left in there. I wash my face in the shower, just not with like products, you know. I picked these up in Vancouver. They're like teeth flossing things. I just find these really helpful, like in the little box. I've got my little thing of Sudocreme, which it's full of hair from the hairbrush, which, I have used it, and to be honest, it doesn't take up that much space, but it is a liquid, so I need to know if I need to sacrifice this. I've got Sally Hansen Hard as Nails. I picked this guy up in Vancouver. My nails are in absolute bits. I had my beautiful gels taken off in DC, like they needed a fresh lot, and I don't know what the lady did to my nails, but they're literally still painful, and it was like 3 weeks ago. No, more than that. It was a long time ago anyway. Layla's gonna like rescue my nails when I get home. Hydrocortisone cream, very, very useful for mosquito bites. Pink inhaler, because your girl needs to be able to breathe. And then they've got like little zippy pockets in the side. I've got like a little thing of acyclovir. Oh my word, it's so hairy. That I got flying out because I had a cold sore. You can't buy acyclovir over the counter in Canada. You have to have a prescription for it. So if you're prone to cold sores and you come into Canada, bring some with you. Toothbrush, I'm in favour of just like the little lid around the brush, not like a whole thing, because I feel like it gets mouldy that way. I've got a little pouch still with bobbles and pins in that is broken, which is why it's got micropore on, so I need to replace this when I get home. This mini perfume I didn't really wear because it didn't really last very long, and also it was just not a priority when I'm travelling. As long as I don't smell of sweat, I don't really care what I smell of. Comb, I mean I use this every day. And then I've got my makeup, so I've got eyebrows, blusher, bronzer. I didn't really wear it that much. I probably wore eyebrows on like half the days when I remembered. And then my leg razor. Oh, I also picked up, I had a nail kit when I flew out, but it was £1 from Savers and swiftly broke. So I got this guy. How cool is that? It was like $5 from the same Asian shop as where I got the Fanny Nemo thing. Fantastic. Very, very useful to have a nail kit, not just for nails, but for, you know, if you get a splinter or anything like that. So I'd highly, highly recommend that. Okay, I've changed angle slightly for the clothes because it's slightly better with the light. So this is my sportswear cube. So I had one gym outfit and one running outfit. In the future, I'm just going to take one running outfit and wear the running outfit to the gym to save on space. I'm with Anytime Fitness in the UK, and you can use them all over the world once you've been with them for a month. If you're looking for a gym membership to use abroad, I'd recommend them. Really good. I've been to the gym, probably averaging like once a week, but it's still better than nothing. It's still better than nothing. I was better in America than I was in Canada. And then, I've got my electronics. So I ditched the massive electronics bag that was ridiculously big. I've got this Eagle Creek one. Love me an Eagle Creek. That's got my cables in, if I haven't got them, like in my bag. And then I've got a screen protector for my camera, because I had to buy a pack of 3. So I broke mine because it fell off my knee when I was watching an organ concert. This is like everything else, electronics. So I've got like extension cable, laptop charger, battery charge, like camera battery charger, head torch, which I did use. I used my head torch in the Rockies when we were in like a wilderness hostel, so I could see when I was going to the toilet, and it was beautiful. It was beautiful. This is a European USB, just in case I get stranded in Amsterdam and I need to charge things. And then I have like 3 packing cubes of clothes. So this is my tops. My issue is I love a bit of merch, and I keep buying tops from places, and it's just a bit of a nightmare because like clothes take up space. Yeah, so I've got a long sleeve top from Banff, which I do really like. Yeah, I've bought like 4 t-shirts, which I just don't have space for, which is a shame. I need to make a rule that I just don't buy any clothes when I'm out. Or if I do buy clothes, I then have to chuck something away because it's just a bit of a nightmare. This, I was really pleased with the amount of like underwear that I brought. So I brought 7 pairs of knickers, 5 pairs of period pants, a bikini top. So I've got like a crisscross pattern on my back because I got a little bit burnt in LA. And I only had one bikini with me, so I had the same tan/burn line all the time. I bought 7 pairs of socks, and I had 4 bralettes altogether, and then I would do a wash every week. I brought 1 pair of pajamas. It was absolutely fine only having 1 pair of pajamas because I did a wash once a week, If my pyjamas weren't looking and smelling a bit before then, I would just wear the rash vest as a nightie. When I go travelling again, I'm going to get pyjamas that are tighter fitting, just because the one that I had was quite loose fitting and there was like gaping. So if I wanted to wear my pyjamas in the evening, I'd have to like wear a bra and shorts underneath them if I was going downstairs in the hostel. So I didn't flash anyone. And then this is the bottoms cube. I bought some new, this is the issue, I've bought stuff. I bought some new trousers, but these do roll like really flat and they'll be really good for travelling. My hiking trousers, I would not have brought. They're very comfortable. They were great for Norway. It's just been too hot to wear them. Like, I wore them in San Francisco when it was cooler then, and I'd run out of clothes, so I looked like an extra from the Spice Girls. But otherwise, I just wouldn't bring them. They're too bulky, they take up too much space. I've got my black pair of shorts that I came with, my culottes that I came with, and bought a skirt as well whilst I was here. Again, it rolls up really flat, but I do need shorts on underneath, also because I sat like quite liberally when we were watching the fireworks in Vancouver, so it's split a little bit. I've got my fancy dress that I think I wore like 3 times, but I think it's always nice to have like a fancier outfit. And then other bottoms wise, I've got a pair of shorts that I wear as safety shorts, and I've also picked up a pair of leggings because I managed to lose my leggings. This is the thing, I lose clothes as well. Like, I gain clothes, but I seem to lose them. Like, I've lost like a crop top, I've lost a pair of leggings. I replaced them because I really like wearing leggings. Like, when I'm traveling, I just find them really comfortable. It's carnage here on the floor now. There's stuff everywhere. I have a very early flight tomorrow, 7:30. My transfer from the hotel is booked for 4 a.m. 4 a.m. So I'm packing everything tonight. I'm gonna have such a nice shower tonight. I'm gonna shave my legs. I know it's a bit extra for travelling. I like having shaved legs, and I'm just gonna sort out all my bag and whatnot. I hope you found this useful. Basically, the moral of the story is just underpack, because you can always buy stuff when you're out here. If it's stuff that's specific to you, like contact lenses or your prescription, like, definitely pack enough of that. But otherwise, like, everywhere has clothes, everywhere has adapters. Just don't bring too much stuff, because like, I started with a 110 litre bag and I now have a 65 litre bag. That's nearly half. I've nearly had to half the stuff. So, oh, one last thing, my fleece. My lovely fleece. It is usually wrapped around my waist when I'm travelling because it can't fit in any bags. I am glad that I brought this because it's good when you nips. It acts as a blanket when you're flying as well. So I would take that again. Thank you very much for watching. I'm getting lower and lower because I keep moving the camera. I'm sorry for the filming angle, like you're on a chair next to the window. I'm sorry for the lighting. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I hope you've enjoyed the America and Canada vlogs. At this point, I've only edited up to the end of America, so I've got all the Canada vlogs to edit. Let's hope none of the footage goes stray, because that would be sad. And yeah, keep an eye out for my next adventures.